Do you mean it, Mr. Norman?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Netflix Explorers podcast, the podcast where we dive deep into Netflix and pull some decent films out for you. From the 1890 studios, my name is Dale.
Podcasting from the bunker, surviving the polar vortex, I'm Adam.
And my name's Patrick, and I want you to vote for our movies.
My name's Rob, such as voting for your favorite guest, Rob.
Hey everybody, Steve here. I'm just on the Oregon Trail of Life, trying not to die of dysentery.
Today we're going over Punisher, National Treasure, and Sharknado 5, Global Swarming. Please stick around. Hello! Packed house today. AP, what's going on, brother?
Yo, what's up, Rusty?
It is good to see you.
Yeah, we do have a packed house today. Thank you for our guests coming. You know, we do an award show coming up here. We have a category for best guests. So all of a sudden, people are available to come on the podcast.
All of a sudden, we become popular.
Yeah, they want to get in there and get their plugs in.
Yeah, once the polls come in. So we're talking about some guests. Well, Patrick, what's up, by the way? Good to see you.
Yeah, please go to 1890studios.com /a year in movies .com exclamation point. Thank you.
HTTP. One of the guests that are on the list is Rob. What's going on, Rob?
Not much. 2018, good year.
Good to have you back on the podcast, brother.
It's good to be here.
How are you feeling of your chances on the polls for 1890studios.com best guest category?
Feeling good. If not, there might be a little gunfight after.
Well, you're looking tough. We got Papa Steve on the mic again.
Shots will be fired.
Yeah.
Papa Steve, what do you think of your chances?
Do you guys challenge each other to a duel?
This is.
I'm thinking about it.
I want the glove to be slapped.
The Podfather versus Rob in the movies.
That's right. Papa Steve, what do you think?
Julie's on there, too.
Yeah, Julie? Yeah.
She brought some class to the joint.
She did.
It's a three-way tie between the three of you right now.
Really? At the moment. Papa Steve, what do you think of your chances? What are you going to do for people if they vote for you? Like, what are your campaign promises?
Old granddad.
Old granddad for
Old
all?
granddad in every pot. Or a pot in every granddad. Either one. Whatever gets me the votes. This is Chicago, people.
So 1890studios.com. Make sure to vote for a bunch of stuff. But also, of course, there is your favorite guest. So that's up there. Guys, The Punisher, National Treasure, Sharknado 5. Patrick is the docket master this week. What do you feel about your responsibilities, Patrick?
I felt that I crushed it, like every week when I come here.
Adam knows it is a tough job.
This week, it was easy for me. I don't know what's so tough about it. You pick three, you send a text message, people show up.
I was the pod master one time. It was a disaster. I'm not going to lie.
I
You
disagree.
switched harder
No,
than you
I
think.
disagree.
Didn't you switch your
were...
movies like 3 times before?
I switched it during the podcast.
That's true. I remember that. But regardless, 1890studios.com. Everybody get on the polls. That's all I got to say. First one up, guys. Punisher 2017. Is this a Netflix original? Yes, it is. IMDb says 8.8. It's an action adventure crime.
8.8.
It's got 14 1-hour episodes. So let's go ahead and roll the trailer, if you could. Adam, thank you.
Gentlemen, I'm the only authority you will need. I point, you shoot. Did you kill the target?
What you said? Things over there were different. What we were doing was wrong. You did what you were supposed to do, right?
Now, the only person you're punishing is yourself.
Oh, titular line.
How's that feel?
I got something I need to show you.
Packer man.
Rest of the video files.
Gak-yaz. Logging on.
Hacking a mainframe.
I'm looking for Frank Castle.
The Punisher.
I think he knows about my case.
Castle's the last witness. We can either clean this up or let him take us down.
They killed my family to get to me. You have nothing but a war inside you. You can't take. Stay out of my way. This is not your fight.
It's not your fight, boy.
A lot of close-up shots.
I need to find these
Guns,
bastards. I gotta kill
fire,
them.
explosion, bricks, more guns, windows blowing.
And Frank. What if
More
you're supposed
guns.
Shovels. Make a run for it.
We could make that right.
Oh yeah, walk away. Don't look back at the explosion.
Classic.
Chin up.
BA.
Fire. More guns.
The world needs to see the truth.
Ooh.
The truth must be.
Take it.
Take it.
I didn't see that. Thank you, Patrick. Punisher, again, after the murder of his family, Marine veteran Frank Castle becomes a vigilante, known as the Punisher, with only one goal in mind, to avenge them. Superpower is anger and vengeance.
And guns.
And guns. Okay, thank you.
Fire.
Thanks, Adam.
You should pipe down, Nick Cage.
You don't got to get
You
into-
wait your turn, Nick Cage.
Papa Steve, let's talk about the Punisher. You watch episode 1?
I watched episode 1, and that's the only episode I watched.
Okay.
So
Why is that? You won't go beyond?
No, but that was the only one on a docket.
Sure.
So
we're just tapping into the series.
I've seen the movies.
You don't go above and beyond the docket. We
No.
understand.
No. Okay. Take that into note for your polls, everyone.
Yes.
Some people follow the rules.
Oh.
Shots fired.
No, I watched the.
the Punisher.
I watched this episode. I watched the movies previously, which
Yes.
sort of maybe
Tom Janey.
kind of screwed me up for the
show.
John
for the
Travolta.
show.
Now, I didn't watch any of the movies. There was a handful of them. What, 2004?
I think there's two.
So two?
Three?
I know there was two with, would you say Thomas Jane?
Tom
As
Jane,
Frank?
yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, because that's the guy from 1922. It's the same guy.
Right.
So two with him, and then there was another one, but only one of them
It
had
was
John Travolta.
Yeah, the
so.
first one was Tom Jane and John Travolta. That's the only one I've seen. That movie is awesome. So
Well, and that's sort of what I had in my mind when I thought it was going to be like a remake of the movie.
it looks like the movie ended and the show picks up right when the movie ended.
Oh, okay.
So
So, what do you think? You like this one? You think you're going to go on? I mean, this has just got picked up, as Patrick has in these notes, as of about a month ago. This was renewed for a second season. Are you pumped for more, or
I'm not a big
kind of done?
season guy.
Okay.
I like to watch movies. I want to start, a middle, and an end.
Right.
I don't want to do a whole...
Yeah.
So I was vaguely disappointed with
I gotcha. Okay.
the series.
Rob, did you rob this one?
No.
What'd you
2018 is a new year.
That's right.
Oh.
No Rob in 2018.
We're going to have to think of a new verb for my name.
Did you go beyond first episode for this series?
No, I also stopped at one episode.
Oh. So they stuck to the same rules. Keep that in mind for voting.
Level playing field.
Right, level playing field.
Sportsmanship. Gotta
Good.
love
Nice
it.
work. I want to see you guys shake hands after this podcast.
Yeah,
What did you think about this one, Rob? Any good? Do you like Punisher? Did you watch the movies?
So I was kind of like you, Dale. I don't have experience in the Punisher universe.
Sure.
I did not watch the trailer. I did not do any research.
Okay.
So I turned this on. I'm like, all right, what is going on with this dude?
Right.
You can get that his family's been murdered.
Yeah.
So you didn't watch any of the movies? So you
No.
don't know any backstory?
No backstory. And you're not a Marvel. You're not in the Marvel.
No,
Okay.
I'm not in the universe.
Right.
I'm in,
Okay.
I'm
Me
in
and
the,
you both.
Yeah. I'm in the Milky Way galaxy right
Keep
now.
that in mind for polling.
Gotcha. But so you like it? You didn't like it? You knew what was going on?
I would say that after doing my post-watching one episode research and seeing the trailer,
Right.
I'm intrigued more than I was watching the first episode.
Okay.
Putting in that 10 minutes of watching a nerd talk about the Punisher series and his review, and then watching the trailer, I was like, all right,
Sold you a little bit.
I can maybe get into this.
I got you.
But watching the first episode, I was like, what is going on? I don't know these characters. I don't know their story, motivations, all that stuff.
Right. You're losing a little bit of backstory.
I thought the exact same thing Rob said. That's why I wanted to interject. It's like I am more pumped to watch it after watching the trailer. and watching this nerd Patrick go like, yes, like when they renew the second season. So I was like, ooh, maybe it is pretty good. So
did you go on to episode 2 and beyond, or did you just stick to the script?
I just skipped the script.
Okay.
I didn't.
That's
go
all we're doing.
either.
We're just doing episode 1. We're touching on
I mean,
it.
I
What'd
love
you
the
think of it?
Punisher. I love the Punisher movies.
And so you watched the movies in the past.
Yep. I don't know if you remember this, Rob. We tried it in high school. I think it was senior year English. We had to make a movie about like a Greek tragedy. And I tried to base it like totally off the Punisher. It failed miserably.
Yeah.
No one knew what I was getting. I was like, why haven't you guys seen the Punisher? You would totally get what we're trying to rip off right now.
You had to wait to 2018
I know.
for your wishes to be fulfilled.
Right. But the first episode kind of was, I don't know, it was kind of slow. And it was, it was like, okay, we're doing this, we're doing this. But then he's still like that Punisher edge.
Sure.
And that's still good, and the trailer makes it look good, and Patrick's pumped about it, so maybe there's something to it.
I got something to add on that, on the slow start, but it's still got the taste to keep it going.
So you said you watched a lot more.
And I will. I will go in on that. Patrick, initial views, episode 1. That's what we're supposed to be going over. That's what's going to be on the headline of the podcast.
Stick with the rules, guys.
Exactly. Episode 1, what did you think? I mean, you're a Punisher. You're in the Marvel Universe.
Yes.
You and Steve-O are just living in the universe.
Well, he's vacationing there. I'm living there.
Okay.
No, so with Netflix and their Marvel contract, they have Jessica Jones, they have Iron Fist, they have big.
What about Nick Fury?
Bulletproof guy. I can't remember his name, but
Iron Man?
Are these shows?
And Daredevil. Yeah, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist. There's a bunch of Marvel people on Netflix. But this one, hands down, is the best one out there right now because it's got the action, it's got the explosions, it's got the drama, the intensity.
What's the actor's name in this? Anybody
Joe Rosenthal, right?
Yeah.
Who actually...
He looks like Joe Rosenthal. I thought he totally made that up.
I think I'm exactly correct.
That was good.
Who is the senator from House of Cards? Russo?
Peter Russo?
Peter Russo from House of Cards as a bald man. And he is very...
That's the same guy?
Same guy.
No, it's not.
No. Yes, it is.
There's no way.
There's 100% way.
No,
Patrick, can you consult
Check
the book of knowledge, please?
No, that's incorrect.
You are absolutely wrong. Can we put money down?
Yeah.
Dad, give me some money because I need to bet.
I'll bet you the rest of this bottle of Evan Williams.
Deal. Patrick, I'll share.
Everyone, let the record show there is a quarter bottle of Evan Williams left.
Here we go. We got a $100 bill on the table.
Quarter of a bottle of a $3 bottle. $100 bill. Oh, $100 bill.
And I got a bag of $100 bills here.
See, I didn't know that it was a Marvel thing. I didn't know that it was a whole superpower thing going on.
That is the man. It's not him?
No.
Ooh.
This is John Berthal, B-E-R.
I'll just take that
Hang
bottle
on,
and I'll
hang
take
on,
that
hang
money
on.
myself.
Hang on a second.
Everyone you say is in House of Cards is never in House of Cards. that guy's in House of Cards. I'm like, no, he's not.
Is he in Game of Thrones?
You might have watched House of Cards.
Hang on a second. I'm actually going to stop the podcast because this guy does not look like Peter Russo.
It looks like him, but it's not him.
Really? Oh, I'm down Dad's $100. I'm down my Dad's $100, and I will give the rest of the Evan Williams.
All right, let's go make his money rain.
Kidding.
You know what?
Put it all on black.
The dude that committed suicide.
Quote unquote.
Spoiler mantle.
Oh, well, we're off air.
But he was in The Walking Dead, and that's a Patrick favorite. But anyway, so Patrick,
he is in The Walking Dead. Yes.
So as
we'll edit that out.
As Adam did say, it does start slow, but as it did start slow, you did see that Punisher aspect. The dude's ready to just deal some justice. You know what I mean? He's got vengeance. As Adam said or whoever said, you can tell that even though the first episode is slow, you kind of understand his backstory and why he's all kind of pissed off, and he gets Punisher-y real quick, and that's what I think grabs you. And as you spoiled for everybody, Adam, I went on ahead.
Punisher-y.
And I think I watched 7 episodes last night. Me and my wife.
Wow.
Does it pick up?
It does. Well, it keeps you along. How about that? It doesn't.
Yeah.
The stories don't move any quicker, but the action. You're just waiting for him to just deal super vengeance. So like half the episode's like, man, should I do this? I don't know. What are the moral implications? And then the other half of the episode's like, this is how he's going to totally just destroy whatever person he's picked
right.
out.
Because in the movie Punisher, like that whole inner conflict. My family,
that
like
moral
my family's
debacle,
gone.
yeah.
I'm sad. It's like 10, 15 minutes in the movie, and you feel for him, and that sets up the rest of the movie.
Okay.
But then it felt like it was almost the whole first episode in the series.
I would say it's about 50 or more. That could be. That's me.
We got more people voting?
No,
Poll.
that's me.
It's a poll.
That's transferring money into Adam's account. The money I lost here on this bet.
Venmo.
But no, you're right.
This podcast
Adam.
brought to you by Venmo.
It drags, and then you finally are there for the action and the vengeance, which is fun to watch.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take 15 minutes. It takes a lot more, I think. Patrick, did you go on past episode 1?
Yeah, I'm pretty deep into it right
Okay.
now.
He lives
there.
Without giving
You're in the universe,
yeah.
I suppose. What did you think, man? I mean, we're going to go beyond episode 1 as though we shouldn't, but am I right in saying it kind of drags in the slow department a little bit?
I don't know why you guys keep saying episode 1 is slow. I didn't think it was that slow. I thought it was, it was paced appropriately for what they were trying to get across in like the first episode. So
Okay.
I disagree with you guys saying it's slow, but I also acknowledge that you guys are veteran podcasters and you've watched lots of Netflix, so I'll take it with a grain of salt.
Bath salts.
Baffle and continue watching this.
Okay.
Pumped for season 2
Okay.
and ecstatic for season 3 once they announce that they're doing it.
Rob,
Yeah.
moving in past episode 1 of season 1. Are you excited about any more episodes? Or are you pretty much done watching?
So to Patrick's point, like, if you think episode 1 is appropriately paced, it's got to hook me to watch episode 2. So
Did you feel hooked?
no, not
Okay.
First 5 minutes, I was like, all right, cool. Punisher's punishing. I get it. I get your name.
Right.
The next 50 minutes,
You're appropriately titled.
yeah. The next 50 minutes, I'm like, all right, what's going on?
No, I agree with Rob.
And then
there was not that hook.
Then possibly, last 5-10 minutes. All right, Punisher's going to Pound Town.
Right.
I'm hooked. But if you say episode 2 and further doesn't go that deep, that fast,
Exactly, and that's
I don't know if I'm going to be hooked.
That's what I'm saying. I agree with you because the last little bit hooked you. The next episode, that same amount of pacing, that like 50 minutes of story building and then 10 minutes of being a Punisher, that's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to get pretty much every episode. I'm going ahead of my episode 1 only.
Well, I think the question we want to give our viewers is they're saying, do I want to invest 14 hours of my life into this show?
Sure.
So that is the big question. And you did, what, you said 6 episodes?
Oh, yeah. We went crazy last night. We started about 5 or 6, and we just started going
So you
crazy.
guys liked it then?
I was just enough...
It hooked you just enough.
Just hooked. I was just hooked on the lip. I was biting on the bait. And it just dragged me into the next episode and the next episode.
What about Julie?
Julie was there the whole time. She liked it, and I asked her, I said, do you want to keep watching? Because every episode ended, as Rob said, like, do you want to keep going? Are you going to go through another 50 minutes to see 10 minutes of actual action? And she goes, yeah, we're not doing anything else. Let's watch it. So, this is a good point to bring up because it's a slog to get to the peak.
My thing was, and I don't know how everyone else did it, but I watched the movies for this episode in this order that we're going today.
Okay.
So this was my first show, and I made an executive decision. No, I'm going to National Treasure next.
Because the next one didn't warrant you a watch.
But I knew I had plenty of time this morning to wake up and watch a movie if I needed to.
Sure.
But I said, nah. I'm gonna finish them all tonight. The Punisher didn't drag me.
Didn't get you into episode 2.
If it had gotten me hooked, I could have been up late or woke up early this morning to watch Sharknado.
Right.
It didn't.
Sure.
So I was excited to get to Nick Cage.
I gotcha.
That's how this Punisher episode 1 left me.
Well put. Papa Steve, episode 2 drag you in at all, or are you done?
Nope.
Talk to me. Why not?
No, I'm not a series guy.
Okay.
I want it to start and end in the same episode.
And this didn't give you anything to...
No, and from what you're saying, it sounds like then the next one kind of brings you in a little bit. You see some action, and you go,
yeah, and then boom.
Roll credits, and then you got to watch the next one.
That's exactly... That's a.
I'm old.
Example.
I don't got that kind of time.
All right.
You're about flings, not about commitment.
Exactly. Thank you. That's a good way to put it.
The juice isn't worth the squeeze. Is that?
Yeah.
That's an Adam phrase, right?
It's a humanity phrase.
Indeed. Okay, well, that's what we're talking about. I mean, is there anything else to add? What do my notes say? Yeah, it's got a slow start. We can also stop and say his friend in the first episode, I'm not sure of his name, but he was wearing a Luminox Thunderbird with a blue dial. And Dad, you're a Luminox fan. I don't know if you own one yet.
I watched that. In fact, I even paused the movie to check it out.
Yes, so he's wearing a Luminox Thunderbird, which is a nice watch, blue dial.
It's not a Rolex.
No, it's not, which we'll get into later. I mean, let's do rewatch and recommend if we can, right? Is there anything else to add? I mean, I feel we're just talking about episode 1, but I don't know. What else do we add?
Well, sticking with the MCU, it's the same composer from Guardians of the Galaxy, Tyler Bates. So he does all the music for this. A lot of the music in this is kind of like 50s blues.
Right.
So,
and actually, he plays guitar throughout in a few scenes. He plays with his daughter. He plays, has a guitar, and they tune it to blues, blues chord,
which is another like bait for me just to gobble up. So
it was interesting, and a lot of the music in the background was a blues style film.
But the music in Punisher 1 is real dope. Like, this guy walks into a bar and Tom Jane's sitting there, and he's like, he walks in, he pulls up his car, he just like plays him a song like "I'm Gonna Kill You," and then just walks out.
One of my favorite songs.
Like Punisher 1 they got some real good music.
So you're saying the movie really turns
I would say watch the movie. If you love the movie, give the series a shot.
Okay.
But for me, the movie to series it wasn't as good. So
all right, we'll tell you what. Can we go right into rewatch recommend, or Pat, you got something?
Yeah, it sounds like Adam's saying watch the movie and watch the show if you like the movie.
Yeah. Right.
But I would say watch the show.
Yeah.
I definitely like the show. If you got a small amount of time, you can watch the movie. But if you want like a long, drawn out, 14 episodes.
Can you give me just a quick 30 seconds? Why you got to keep going?
Sell you this movie? Well,
for the plot. I like the plot.
Well, I'm gonna. Oh, okay. You go ahead.
I like so how they set it up in the beginning. There's kind of like a recording of somebody. This guy gets shot, and then somebody else is trying to hunt down Frank Castle, but Frank Castle ain't taking it, so he's gonna fight back. And when he fights back, damn, it's good.
I'm gonna go with Patrick. I'm gonna fight for people to keep going. It's a slow start, but you're only gonna be hung on if you care about the character and you care about what his plight is and how his mission goes. If you're like, hey man, I'm here to see some killing, well, you're going to get a little more drama than you wanted, so maybe you got to.
Should Adam, keep watching this show?
I would think if you have something where you're not doing it, maybe it's not a vac act because you got to pay attention to it, but it is if you understand the plight of the character, you're going to deal through that 50-minute slog, as Rob mentioned.
So I got to know something. You've seen the Punisher movies before this Punisher show. If I could go back in time, what should I watch first if I'm a complete Punisher amateur? Movie first?
Yeah, definitely movie.
But if you watch the movie, you're going to be disappointed with the episode.
Is it a different actor as the Punisher, though?
Yes.
So like
Tom Jane is the Punisher.
So I could fall in love with Topher Grace Spider-Man, and there's a new Spider-Man.
I think that's a good
like
point.
That.
I think that's what it is. I think I was like, dude, Tom Jane is the Punisher. Like that's in my in my brain now.
Right.
Like, so it's hard to shake that. But I do like the new guy.
Okay.
The actor flop wasn't the reason.
He was BA.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to say that Topher Grace was Venom, and it was
wasn't
Topher Grace was Venom in Spider-Man.
Tobey Maguire.
The British guy became Spider-Man.
He was thinking Tobey Maguire. That's right.
So, real quick, Marvel, does like Thor show up or?
No. It's not going to be like movies.
Is he not in that universe?
Well, and here's another thing.
I don't mean to override you here, Dale, but there's the movie universe, and then there's the Netflix kind of universe. Yeah, so they have like the Defenders versus the Avengers. The Defenders.
They're more
are
mortal
Jessica
based?
Jones, are Iron Fist, Daredevil, and is it Luke Cage?
Nick Fury.
It's not Nick Fury. Nick Fury is in
Nick
the movie. And then, so the Punisher is going to end up either going against or slightly helping the Defenders, which is the Netflix-based Marvel side of it.
I'm going to stop you, Patrick. Is this guy a superhero? Is he a superhero?
No, he's just like Batman. He's mortal. He's depending on his own wit,
Batman's
intuition.
Superhero.
Batman's a superhero.
He's not a superhero.
let him go on. Let him dig his hole.
This might be a rant. I hear a rant coming on.
What is a superpower? Endless amounts of money?
Superhero doesn't mean you have to have superpowers.
Or super money.
Yeah. He's got super money and he's got super cool gadgets. And he fights crime with abnormal abilities. So
abnormal? How is it abnormal?
Because he's got a car shaped like a bat, and he's got a plane that he can fly out of a cave, and he can throw bat stars at people.
I guess that makes
Can you do that? No, it's abnormal.
I think they're batarangs, but it's.
If I had a super money, maybe I could. Maybe.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, maybe
you got a bad knee.
Well, one.
I got that bat knee. Anyway, okay, guys, let's do rewatch and recommend. This goes we're just doing on the first episode of The Punisher. Adam, rewatch, recommend. You got to keep going.
I tell people if you're kind of desperate for a new show to watch, if you're like I need something, then I go for it. But I think there's better things out there to fill that slot right now.
So, okay, there you go. Patrick, rewatch, recommend?
Highly for both. I'm definitely going to rewatch it, and I'm definitely going to recommend it, and hopefully I could do both at once with a good friend.
There you go. Rob, rewatch, recommend?
I'm on no for both.
Okay.
I mean, if I'm in a situation where someone's like, I'm a huge Punisher fan, they got to already know there's a Netflix series.
Sure.
That would be the only person I'd recommend it to, so they already know.
Just talk about like bands like Fuel.
What?
Stained. That's what I think of when I think of Punisher.
Nickelback.
Sorry. That was when I was thinking out loud, and I shouldn't have done that. Sorry.
Can you take me higher?
Punisher.
Papa Steve, rewatch and recommend that.
A no and a no.
No and no.
No, it didn't have enough on its own to keep me coming back.
Okay.
If I hadn't watched the movies, I wouldn't have known any of the backstory. And every once in a while, you get like a weird flashback that is only like a little chunk of.
You wouldn't know.
I know what happened because I saw the movies, but the episode didn't keep me.
Sure.
Oh well, here's why.
That's
so
a good
pissed
point.
off.
I didn't think about that.
That's true.
I don't know why. What's wrong with you? There wasn't like a war flashback. There wasn't like my family got killed flashback. There was just like these weird dream sequences, and you're supposed to piece it together. No.
Yeah.
I'm no and no.
In one episode, you probably couldn't do that.
No.
No, I'm on board half and half. I don't think I will rewatch this one. I don't need to visit episode 1 again. But I am going to continue on in the series if I get the chance to keep going. So that's what I think on that one. We got to bring this one down to Liquor Store Aisle. Adam, I'm going to look at you.
I'm giving this one a Rob's Pink Passion.
Rob's Pink Passion. Do tell.
New drink.
So since Rob's here, and it's kind of fitting.
Sure.
In college, Rob made this drink called Rob's Pink Passion. All right, and it was basically black cherry Smirnoff with crystal light packets.
Oh,
Crystal
light packets. I mean, in college it was awesome.
Those are hard to find.
It was like the Punisher movie. Back when I was younger, man, I would do this all day.
Sure.
I drink this all day. Watch this movie all day. Now I'm a little bit older. I'm a little bit not sophisticated, but just experienced, wiser. And now if someone's like, "Hey, you want Rob's Pink Passion?" I'd be like, "No." Like, do you want to watch The Punisher, the movie? No, TV show. Nah.
No, I'm older and wiser now.
Yeah, so.
Okay. Patrick, bring us on Liquor Store Aisle.
Well, I gave this a Boilermaker made with Yingling and Stillhouse whiskey.
Okay.
It's a corn-based whiskey. It's very difficult to drink on its own, and when you add it to Yingling, it doesn't get any better, but you got to grind it out, and it's a good drink in the end.
Okay. Rob, I'm going to look at you.
Yeah. I gave this a Jameson.
Okay.
People like Jameson in their own universe.
Sure.
I don't. I don't want to be there.
Yes.
I'm not joining that universe.
Okay.
I'll order something else.
Yeah.
You have your Jameson.
That's awesome. I feel the same way.
Yeah.
I've used that drink for the exact same reason.
If you want to do your own thing,
right,
go ahead.
Jameson, the drink of the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
Okay. Papa Steve, bring us on Liquor Store Aisle.
Well, you go to a bar and the bartender said, "Hey, pour me a shot of something. Surprise me."
Yeah.
Pours you a shot of something, looks all nice and good and golden, and you shoot it, and it's apple juice. I go, well,
that'll be $14.
What is this?
Yeah,
that's sort of
right.
I was disappointed.
Okay, well, I'm going to bring it down to the liquor store aisle. I'm going to bring it into a bar, actually. You got to have this one mixed. And, Patrick, I'm going to look at you. This drink is a cement mixer?
From Culver's?
Well, what I mean, cement, the drink, the cement mixer. You ever heard of it?
I heard of it.
Did you get to the episode where that drink becomes appropriate?
I guess not. No,
my drink is unknown. Let me tell you, it's delicious.
Is it the first episode?
Yeah, wasn't that episode 1?
That was episode 1.
Was it in episode 1?
Yeah, it was in episode 1.
Well, yeah, I remember that.
Marvel, man.
We got there.
Well, hold on. He watched like 18 episodes in one night. That's a lot to go through. Yeah, I saw a cement mixer in the show.
Oh, okay, there you go. All right.
Your amnesia has ended magically.
So,
have another Yingling and whatever that.
I don't even. So, just that said, that is a summation of. You got to order it. So you got to go up to the bar and actually order it.
What is the cement mixer?
I have no idea.
You don't know what you're going to get.
I have no idea what I'm going to get.
I know it's
Bailey's and
it's Bailey's, and then I don't know. You add something to it, and it kind of gets a little bit thicker. I don't know if you're adding like Guinness, and it's like curdling, but it's something.
Okay,
I know what you're talking about.
Well, I don't know what I'm talking about, so I just want to let you know.
It might be vodka and cream liqueur.
Okay, well, anyway, that's...
Cement mixer is 1 part Bailey's Irish cream, 1 part lime juice. The drink is traditionally ingested by taking a shot of Bailey's, holding it in the mouth, and then vomiting. No.
Perfect.
All right.
You take a shot
swirling them around in the mouth and shaking the head.
That was a terrible drink review. I'm sorry about that. But either way.
You got to at least know what's in the drink there when you recommend it.
Well, the drink really applies to the first episode, but nothing... farther beyond
yes.
that. So, anyway, guys, that's The Punisher polarizing, if everyone at the table's asked, for sure. Second one up is a 2004 film, National Treasure. A historian races to find the legendary Templar treasure before a team of mercenaries. Only a 6.9 IMDb action.
We didn't talk about that with The Punisher. 8.8
hey, dude,
IMDb?
Keep on. Okay. It's polarizing.
Sorry, keep going. I'm sorry.
131 minutes, Patrick, way out of the wheelhouse. It cost $100 million American.
I know what you're thinking. Like, I put this doc together. It's twice what the wheelhouse should be, but you got to put a little asterisk because it's got Nick Cage. And
okay,
if something's 500 minutes long, I might just watch it.
That's a $200 million just guaranteed overhead. Yeah. So anyway, Adam, go ahead and roll the trailer if you could.
Benjamin Franklin Gates, you are undertaking the duty of the family Gates to find the most spectacular treasure in history. Skywalker grew throughout the ages and moved across continents until it was hidden by America's founding fathers, who left clues to the treasure's location right before our eyes. The unfinished pyramid, the all-seeing eye.
Illuminati confirmed.
Keeping this treasure safe.
Thanks, Obama.
Is your destiny.
You're treasure hunters, aren't you?
We're more like treasure protectors.
Yeah.
All his life,
Jerry did it again.
Searched for a treasure no one believed existed.
Don't you get it, Ben? The treasure is a myth.
John Voight.
I refuse to believe
John
that.
Voight,
but
dude.
what he thought was
stud.
the final clue.
108 years of searching, and I'm 3 feet away.
Is only the beginning.
The Declaration of Independence.
You think there is a treasure map on the back of the Declaration of Independence?
What is her name? She's from Inglourious Basterds.
Why would we make this?
Yeah, she's German.
Where's your
She's
clue?
from my dreams.
We don't have it.
Yeah. Don't watch this movie and sleep with that oil.
What about the map is bound to get out? Ian's going to try to steal
nice
it.
bro flow, Sean.
The only way to protect the Declaration.
It is a nice bro flow.
It is.
You look pretty. Your feelings were hurt when I brought that up.
Ben?
From producer Jerry.
You know you're twice the man Sean Bean
John
is.
Title Top.
By guards.
I got my finger on the pulse of bro flows.
Little kids on the 8th grade field trip.
Focus, you guys.
You will go to
Focus.
prison. You know that, right?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, go!
Get out of there. Get out of there now.
Oh, dear.
He's got the bloody map. Got the bloody map.
This Thanksgiving.
The clues of 10
United
generations.
States of America.
Explore the riddle. Will reveal a mystery 20 centuries in the making.
Who wants to go down the creepy tunnel inside the tomb first?
Tell me what the next clue is.
What is he?
Nicholas Cage. National treasure.
National treasure.
Will he
This time.
find the treasure?
Wow. Well put, Adam.
He really likes Nick Cage.
You know what's really cool? I'm going to say this right off the bat. It's so cool that a country as young as America, thank you, Adam, just for emphasis, it has such a cool potential for like such a historical Indiana Jonesy story. Am I right in saying that, Papa Steve?
Dude.
I think that's just so cool.
MAGA, man.
Yeah, dude, it's super cool. It's super cool. So I thought it was super fun. Again, we went over this. Is 6.9 IMDb.
That's a jip.
I see the first note here, Patrick, which is really cool. The good guys in the movie use Google, and the bad guys use Yahoo search engines. 2004.
Way to pick that up.
2004. That's definitely a big battle still at that point.
Yeah, like Ash
Yahoo
Jeeves
was-
might still be in there if
Yeah,
they had a couple extra bucks.
As Jeeves was on the line. Patrick, Adam, I'm going to look at you. National Treasure. You are actually just a few mere minutes late to the podcast today because you were finishing up your viewing of National Treasure.
Right.
How many times have you think you've watched this one?
I've probably seen this movie at least Baker's dozen.
Baker's dozen.
And, I thought...
But it made you late, so it was worth the watch.
Yeah, I thought, I'll just skim through it this morning, because I got up early, and then I was like, I've seen this movie before. We can just skim through it. I put it on, and then I just sat there and wanted to watch the whole thing.
It glued you in.
It glued me in.
Nice.
So, it's a movie that on paper you shouldn't like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's
Yeah, go on that.
because
I like
it's
that.
like, it's kind of corny. It's got Nick Cage, the love interest, not great at,
Right.
all over the place. But
Got the wacky friend.
I don't know
Awful
why,
friend.
but I really like it. It's
Right.
so stereotypical, but I like it a lot.
Sure.
So
yeah, I'm totally on board.
It hits that blend right.
Enough for you not to fast forward and potentially rob this one. Patrick,
Don't do it.
Looking at you, man. National Treasure. You watched this one, Baker's Dozen, or not?
Yeah, at least.
Okay.
This movie came out in 2004, and I was a little hesitant putting it on the docket this week because I'm like, this is a really high-end movie for quote exploring unquote
Sure.
Netflix.
Yeah, we're not exploring a whole lot.
Yeah, but it's still worth a watch.
Absolutely.
If you haven't watched it, watch it.
Right.
If you have watched it, watch
Watch
it
it again.
Remember what it's like to
Sure.
be Nick Cage running around DC, running around Boston.
Dude.
Run around
Pulling
Antarctica.
bricks.
Great point. I was like, I don't need to watch this again, and then I watched it. I'm like, I
Yes,
did.
I do.
I did need to watch it again.
Rob, National Treasure. Have you seen this one before your required viewing?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
pretty much any time it's on TNT, they know drama. It's on. I'm watching it.
This podcast is sponsored by TNT.
Yeah.
TNT, we know drama.
So, I mean, what? Just an old favorite?
Yeah, old favorite. Probably one of my favorite boats movies ever.
Okay.
I'm throwing it out. I'm throwing it out there. This is based on a true story.
Now, Rob
Nice.
has his fingers deep in the clutches
your
of our
lips.
our glossary. Boats is, of course, Rob, what does boats mean?
Based on a true story.
Who Rob brought this to the podcast, to our knowledge, and we've been using it ever since. So, okay, so on its boat's nature,
Yeah,
because it has to deal with real life stuff that's
and there is a boat in the movie.
well, there you go.
Boom, double
Done.
boats.
Right there. Papa Steve, Nick Cage is your favorite actor.
Okay.
I'm not going to dispute that.
National Treasure, what do you think?
Awesome.
Okay.
It hits all my buttons for me. It's Indiana Jones, it's
Right.
Da Vinci Code, it's it's enough to be sort of real, but
convincing.
but there's enough adventure and mystery, and dude, this could really be happening.
Right.
You'll never look at a dollar bill the same, right?
I never do.
You never do. But you're
Papa Steve doesn't deal in single dollars.
I'm sorry.
He just ripped out $100 for a bet against Adam. I lost. Boom. $100 gone.
It's only money.
You're a big sponsor of what a movie makes you feel.
Right.
So what did this movie make you feel?
That's a good question. Well, it was exciting.
Mm-hmm.
It was interesting historically, which again, I go back to the Indiana Jones, Da Vinci Code. It's got the real historical stuff, but enough mystery the unfinished pyramid. Really, what's the deal with that? I mean, it's just there's so many things that are right in front of your face, but you just go, dude, this could really be happening.
And they bring a ton of stuff. I mean, they go to a lot of historical, actual boats, locations, and they're pulling stuff out that they're like, yeah, this was, Benjamin Franklin did this, or George Washington did this, and these artifacts are real. It was
almost like the History Channel made a movie.
Right. Oh, that's a perfect. Yeah, that's exactly.
And and those dudes were smart. I mean, if you read about the founding fathers, these guys were really bright guys. So when you think about Benjamin Franklin doing whatever,
he created
you know what?
He created lightning, right?
No, electricity. He made electricity.
Oh, he made electricity.
Yeah.
Like Thor.
That's right. Thor, Tesla. They're all the same guys. They're all in the same Area 51 now.
Same universe.
The founding fathers are basically the original Marvel universe.
They were aliens.
They were the original Avengers.
They were aliens. We all know that.
George Washington,
Washington
Captain America.
Monument is a spaceship.
I mean,
Wolverine was there.
I'm going to agree with you, Papa Steve. I love this one. And this has got to be probably close to a baker's dozen, or half baker's dozen, if you will, of viewing for me, because I'm Indiana Jones is on my top 5. The name of my own dog is Indiana, so that's like, I love the, let's uncover the clues.
And you were going to name him Nick Cage.
Yeah, well, that was, but it was a female,
it was,
so it's Indiana.
Right, it was,
so
neck and neck.
Right, Nick and Nick. But the idea that, like, it's all right here in the U.S., they're in, like, the old, the East with, going to the D.C., and they're in Boston, like, the origins of the United States. Although, what's real, what's not, who cares? It's just super fun to be on this ride.
And movie-wise, it was nonstop from start to finish. Lot of action.
Right.
You had the good guy, you had the bad guy, you had the love interest,
you had
a little comedic relief in there. It hit all my buttons.
Right. I mean, first note I got, the opening sets the stage for exactly the type of thing we're going to be experiencing through this whole movie.
Exactly.
I loved, as you said, the comedic relief. It's basically what the audience is thinking as they go into this thing. And actually, as the trailer showed, the guy goes, oh, so follow you into the, deep dark...
The creepy cave or whatever.
Cave, yeah. And so, like, that's
Yeah, I love the comic relief.
It's great.
And then Sean Bean's the perfect bad guy.
Yeah.
Because he's not that bad, but he's like,
still the antagonist.
He's the antagonist. Yeah. He kind of pushes the story forward.
Right. Well, he's like Nick Cage's opposite. Basically, they're trying to find...
You are a shadow.
How do I dance around this, Patrick? How do I compare Sean Bean and Nick Cage? They're both trying to do the same thing.
Yeah, they're partners in the beginning of the movie, but by 5 minutes in, they're no longer partners.
Sure.
So they're competing against each other to find the national treasure.
Okay. Did you almost say it's like they both want to find the treasure for one wants nefarious means, one wants less of nefarious.
It's how they try to find it. Exactly. Patrick has in his notes here, this is one of the few films that Sean Bean does not die.
Yeah.
Which is
spoiler, yeah.
Oh, he stays alive. Weird.
It's a bigger spoiler than you might think, because when you see Sean Bean in anything, you expect him to die.
That's true.
Doesn't he fall in the pit?
Ooh, the cement mixer. Oh, different movie. Different movie.
Ronin.
Also,
I don't think he died in Ronin.
Another spoiler for Ronin.
Dude,
I was
Ronan's
getting ready to watch.
Oh, you
that.
were not.
I can't wait for Ronin to get on Netflix. Let's also take a quick step back here. Nicolas Cage's character wears a black sub with a
too big a band.
Yeah, well, he's at the oyster bracelet, which I like to wear on my watch.
It's nice. It's a nice watch.
It's a nice watch.
It wasn't a prop. He wears that watch.
He's a Rolex guy.
Yes.
Yeah. So
that's the.
But he wears it too large. He has too many links in his.
It's not a bracelet, dude. It's a watch.
Yeah, dude. So it's flapping off his wrist. It really frustrated me as a Rolex guy myself.
It's not jewelry.
It frustrated me that it was like flapping off his wrist.
Maybe he lost weight for the movie.
It's true. He pulled a Chris.
But
whatever.
it does have the adjustment
Guardians
on
of the
there. He
Galaxy.
could have
Chris Pratt. Yeah, he lost a bunch of weight.
But you gotta believe that him and that one chick can have a love interest. So he's gotta lose some weight, get more attractive.
That's
for that
true.
Girl.
That's
that girl.
true.
Oh,
right.
Inglourious Bastards girl.
Yes. Yeah. No, she's really awesome. And you know what? Her German accent was coming through.
Yeah.
Every turn. Every time
I was not upset about it.
Without a doubt. I was told, ich habe keine Beine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ich habe große Hause.
Oh, bitte say.
Indeed.
Hallo, Fräulein.
I mean, I thought it was fun. I thought it was a fun one.
Yeah.
Everybody, it was a light action. You wanted to see the ending. The action was pretty good too. There's a couple of good, interactions and little shoot 'em ups.
But you know what? The nice thing was it wasn't like too far out there. They didn't like bring in aliens or
didn't go over the top.
I thought there was a couple of good diversions in the movie where they do like a real quick swap and you're like, oh, they got him right there.
Yeah, there was a couple.
There's pretty good deceitfulness on both sides. So.
Right. Yeah. No, it was super fun to watch. I mean, this is a super simple, really fun film. Pat, Rob, what do you got?
Yeah. So recently I've done 2 escape rooms. Has anyone else on the NetX done that?
We have one that was recently built near the 1890 studios. What did you think?
You guys need to do a NetX excursion.
We're gonna
field
do it.
trip.
We should do it live.
What's an escape room?
So it's pretty much this movie where you're in a room.
Well, an escape room, just real quick, is where you're in a room and you're locked into the room, and within the room you're in is the way to get out. So open this drawer. Is there a key? Is there a note? Is there a clue?
Dude.
Well, the clue is look behind the cabinet. Well, or that's a pretty blatant clue, but look behind the cabinet. Oh, there's another clue. Yeah. Oh, well.
You would love it. Yeah. There was one that I wanted us to do where it's like you get 8 people and you're in a room and you're all just handcuffed on the floor. And it's like you have an hour to get out. Go.
That was just.
I was afraid I'm going to be with some lame group. I'm just going to want to just.
Was
punch
this on
them out.
Craigslist?
Yeah.
It
was in the 1890 studios.
So this was a night. Rob was watching Punisher and went out drinking afterwards, and ended up in a.
Is this an escape room?
AKA the state police.
But that's what I feel like with this movie. Like doing those escape rooms and then watching this movie. It's like, what other clues in my life am I just missing?
Right.
What's going on this dollar bill?
Sure.
Why does it say this word? What's this picture?
Yeah.
What time is on the clock in the dollar bill? I need to know.
It was so cool.
Was there a time on there?
It's something I really like too. John Voight brought a lot of a Sean Connery style Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
A lot of maturity.
There was a father-son little, there's like, I haven't talked to him in 20 years or whatever. It was a very Last Crusade Indiana Jonesy, which is my favorite Indiana Jones film, so I really liked it. And as you said, Rob, you went, if you didn't do this, you wouldn't have got this. And so they get back to John Voight's house. I don't know if I have to dance too much, but John Voight's giving a little bit of advice as the father figure, and they're kind of looking at him like whatever. But he's been in it, he's done it, he knows it, just like the Sean Connery and senior Indiana Jones, I suppose. But anyway, it was just fun. It was just fun. All of it's fun.
Fun movie. Good movie.
I don't know how much we had to talk about. Let's just go into rewatch and recommend, Adam.
Yep. Yes and yes.
Yes,
yep.
Okay, Patrick,
nice.
Looking at you.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. Highly want to rewatch it again. Just talking about it.
Sure. You guys are in a baker's dozen, so sure.
Yeah. So, and there's also National Treasure 2: Book of Secrets. So there's a whole other one,
which is good. One. Is it on Netflix?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think I've seen the second one.
No wonder I haven't
seen
it.
Good movie.
But there's also talk of a third one. That being said, there's nothing written down. It's all pre-production on Nick Cage's IMDb.
The third one is always I
don't know. I like Last Crusade. Anyway, Rob, recommend or rewatch?
Rewatch, yes. Recommend. I don't know who hasn't seen this yet.
Okay.
I'd be very disappointed in someone if I had a friend who was like, "What's a national
Are they
treasure?"
really a friend?
Now we're not friends
no,
anymore.
you're done. You're done.
Out of my house.
Papa Steve rewatch.
Oh,
recommend.
Yeah. Definitely recommend it, and I'm going to watch it as soon as I leave the studio, I think.
Well, there you go. I'm going to do the same. I'm on board. I agree. Adam, let's bring this one down to the liquor store.
I give this one an Early Times.
Early Times?
Everyone's like, people look down on you if you're like, oh, you drink Early Times? You like Early Times?
Who does that?
Really? I'm like, yeah, have you had it? It's delicious. So that's what this movie's like.
Mother's milk.
It's like, yeah, I like National Treasure.
Right.
Oh, it's ridiculous. No, you're ridiculous.
You're ridiculous. Couldn't have put it better. Patrick.
So I gave this one a Boston Sour, which is a whiskey sour, but with egg white in it. And the egg white is the Nicolas Cage of this movie because you're not sure how it's going to taste.
Right.
But when you have it, it's pretty good.
There you go. All right, Rob, bring us on.
Sounds disgusting.
Don't knock it till you try it, Mr.
All right.
Please.
Have you tried it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got eggs, I got whiskey, and I got sour. You want to... Well, not on me, but...
Well, your attitude is sour.
Perfect. We got double sour. You jerk.
You little jerk. Rob, bring us on Lick Straw Isle, man.
Yeah, I had this as Ben Franklin's moonshine.
Attaboy. There you go.
Dude,
Nice. I like it.
Dude definitely had to be drinking some stuff, hiding all these clues and stuff.
Which I don't know if you I didn't realize it. Sorry to cut you off. Was that okay?
Oh, just cut me off.
He's not really sorry.
But when they found the silenced do-good letters,
That's not.
No, he's not going to tell how
it's
to
a
apply.
historical thing.
Okay.
I'm just talking historical.
Okay.
I'm not even talking about National Treasure right now. So, did you catch how they said with the silenced do-good letters, he was 15 years old, writing as a fake person? Who
Have you ever read his autobiography?
No.
Ben, it was bats.
Yeah.
What's bats?
Out of this
It's
world.
not like boats. It's just like an old expression.
Based on actual true story.
The end.
Bats on boats.
Bats on boats. Oh, Papa
That
Steve.
would actually be that'd be like snakes on a plane.
Papa Steve, bring us on Lick Straw Isle if you could.
I would either do like a nice spiced hard cider,
Okay.
or some sort of a rummish sort of a drink, just in keeping with the colonial times.
Okay.
Those guys drank from morning till night.
Right.
And that's how America was founded.
That's how they were so smart.
That's all I got to say about that.
Well, tell you what, I did a little research for my drink, and I'm going to wonder if you guys know what this is from. I'll play a clip, which is my drink review. Here we go.
Ooh.
Remember the last time we had a quiet drink? I had a milkshake. What are we talking about?
Do I detect a rebuke?
We never talked.
Do I detect a rebuke?
Nice, Papa Steve.
A regret. It was just the two of us, Dad. It was a lonely way to grow up. For you, too.
So if you think about how...
What were they drinking, though?
If you were talking... Well, there's a milkshake. So if you think about how... I'm going to go on in a second, how John Voight and Nicolas Cage worked. Now think about how Harrison Ford and Sean Connery worked.
If you'd been an ordinary average father like the other guys' dads, you'd have understood that.
Nailed it.
I was a wonderful father.
Wonderful father. Now, who are all these
Did
people?
I ever tell you to eat up, go to bed, wash your ears, do your homework? No, I respected your privacy, and I taught you self-reliance.
Nice.
So that is my drink review. And that's...
Self-reliance?
A milkshake?
No, it's a milkshake.
Okay.
Because...
With Sean Connery?
Well,
I'm going to drink your milkshake.
I drink your
My
milkshake.
milkshake
I
takes
drink
all
it
the
up.
boys to the yard. All the way.
I drink it up. So Nicolas Cage character has a problem with his dad just for a little bit, and it's an interesting dynamic because I just immediately went through Last Crusade just right off the bat. So anyway, I thought milkshake. I was reminded of that relationship in Indiana Jones, and that's what I thought on that one.
Well said.
Thank you. Last one up is Sharknado 5 Global Swarming. With much of America lying in ruins, the rest of the world braces for a global Sharknado. Finn and his family must travel around the world to stop them. Let's go ahead and roll the trailer, Adam.
Sci-Fi Channel original.
2017. A world divided. With only one thing that can unite us all. No, not that.
A fidget spinner?
Why is it always got to be sharks?
Yep, we're making America bait again.
This could be the last curtain call.
Maba.
Not just for America, but for the world.
Al Roker.
Judas
This
Age.
time, it's going global.
It's going global.
They're bigger, stronger, stranger.
Throw another shock on the Bobby, eh?
This summer, the phenomenon that swept the country 4 times before. is now taking the world by storm. Literally.
That is messed up.
It's the next chapter of the franchise that's been hailed as gloriously idiotic and absolutely pointless.
Gilbert Gottfried.
That was amazing.
Oh my god, I just killed Brett Michaels!
Well, everyone's replaceable.
In a smart car. Chris Kattan.
Sharknado 5, global swarming.
Gets the chainsaw from the Pope, who is
Fabio.
Good lord.
It's a Sharkzilla.
Yeah, you're right.
Dude, what a dynamite film.
So you sent this to me.
You okay?
And I'm texting you because at first I don't know. I know nothing.
Yeah,
I know nothing.
You
about
didn't watch
I don't
Sharknado
know
1, 2, 3, 4.
Nothing.
Okay.
I know nothing
What?
about it.
Okay.
Nothing about it.
Right.
I live in a cave.
It's true.
It's true. It's very nice.
It's a nice cave.
Regardless. So I'm watching this, and I'm going like, "What, dude? This movie's on crack."
Right.
And then it starts. And then just the wheels just fell off. I was crying.
Right.
I didn't know what to expect. It was bizarre.
Right. So, well, then what'd you think?
It was like
once you realized
it was like the
wheel
dream
fell-
I had after I put the cream on my neck.
Well, once the wheels fell off, like you understood,
then I could enjoy it and then just take it for what it was.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Rob, what do you think? Sharknado. Did you watch any of the past Sharknados?
I've seen Sharknado 1, Sharknado 2. I think I went to Papa Steve's Cave for 3 and 4.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't know we were on 5.
So, what do you think about 5 already? It's out.
God, Sharknado 1 and 2 were so good, and I found myself questioning the legitimacy
Can they do it again?
of Sharknado 5.
Can they pull it off again?
I was like, no way can Tara Reid just fly. And then I said, wait a second, I'm believing the Sharknado and the Sharkzilla, but Tara Reid all of a sudden flying with a ski.
That's too much.
No.
Well, she's turned into a helicopter. Is that so hard to understand?
So...
Patrick, looking at you, man. Sharknado. Have you been on the Sharknado train? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I have not.
Okay.
So when I saw this coming to Netflix, I was like, I really want to watch this, but I have to have a reason to watch this. And the reason was, being on NetX, got to do this, got to do that.
So it's a rule.
But if I wasn't, and I ended up watching this, I'd be telling everybody about this movie is just crazy, off the rails, off the wheels, off the train, off the helicopter pad. It's just a bonkers movie. You got to go into it not expecting logic.
Sure.
So after that, once you let logic go, you're going to be in for a hell of a ride.
Right. And Adam, I'm going to ask you, but I'm ready for it. We might have not have saved it for the castle earlier this week, but you and I have an equal appreciation for terrible B movies.
Yes, especially terrible bad sci-fi movies.
Oh, terrible! And this is the director is Sci-Fi, SYFI, or no? I think it is.
Yeah, it's a sci-fi original.
Okay,
sci-fi
so
original.
It is a
movies.
sci-fi.
Yeah.
original.
Yes,
Okay.
I love sci-fi originals.
So we love these terrible B movies. But what did you think about Sharknado 5? First of all, did you do Sharknado 1 through 4?
I've seen Sharknado parts. I couldn't tell you what parts they were.
Right. Okay.
I'll tell you this. I got 2 words for Sharknado.
I'll tell you this.
And Dale, get the bleep button ready.
I'm ready.
Sharknado.
Okay.
All right. It is a travesty. It is a cancerous growth that has ruined bad sci-fi movies.
Okay.
It is awful.
So you don't like if something tries to be good but equals bad when they try
No.
They try to be bad.
They missed the whole point of what bad sci-fi movies were.
All right.
Bad sci-fi movies try to be good.
Yes.
And this was like, okay, we're a bad sci-fi movie. We're going to try it. We're going to be bad. We're going to be funny. Oh, they're gimmicky. Bad sci-fi doesn't lie to you.
Yeah.
This movie lies to you. Sharknado lies to you.
It's a
It's
lie
gimmicky.
movie.
Oh, the beginning's going to be Indiana Jones. He's going to go and we're going to have Al Roker say, hey, there's a Sharknado. No, Del Roker. This movie. They ruined bad sci-fi. They don't know what they're about. It's like a stupid frat boy watch bad sci-fi movies, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna make one too, and I'm gonna get fucking Andy Dick to help consult and write this movie with me." You have no idea what you're talking about. You missed the whole point of bad sci-fi. You are disgusting.
Right.
You ruined this whole genre of bad sci-fi movies. You don't get what it's about, and you never will.
Maybe it's a new genre.
So just stop making these movies and go back to the drawing board and try to make some real good I mean, we talk about movies like Dino Croc, a dinosaur that was made into a crocodile.
Right.
We talk about Sharktopus, a shark that was made.
That was a great
Chupacabra on Dark Seas.
Yeah, that was a great one.
These are great sci-fi bad movies because they don't lie to you. They try to make a movie
You
and
can go all the way back to Godzilla.
Yeah, and you know what? They try to make the movie and they don't lie to you.
Right.
This movie's like, hey, we're going to be gimmicky. Oh, let's run over Bret Michaels and then he's playing guitar. No, it is stupid because they try to make a good movie, not because it's stupid for stupid sake. Get back to your Austin Powers stupid ass lair and don't even come out.
Right.
You ruin it. You're not funny and you don't know what you're talking about.
So rewatchability.
We're gonna make we're gonna make sure to go back to Adam for rewatch and recommend. We're gonna want to make sure what he says for that one. That said, wow. Well put, Adam.
I need to take a shower.
Also, this will be added to the 1890studios.com poll of best Adams rants.
That might be a write-in.
That might be a write-in for you guys.
No, it'll be on there.
But hey, honestly,
I don't know how many bleeps I can put in the internet, but
I hate Sharknado so much.
Okay, Sharknado. It's hated.
I want to get back here while he's still hot. Sharknado 1. Original Sharknado. Not a fan?
Sharks a Tornado, I'm fine. I mean, it's still a little bit too stupid almost for stupid sci-fi, but I'll allow it. But then, like, okay, we're going to get celebrities, and we're going to say stupid lines, like, just to make it extra stupid.
Geraldo.
They don't do that.
Yeah.
Good sci-fi does not do that.
That was actually...
Dude.
Adam aside, and Adam gets his own opinion, for sure. But that Geraldo thing was one of the funniest things I think I've ever seen. Because of, well, what's in there? Well, oh no, nothing's in the vault.
I swear there was something in there.
Dynamite. Because that's so deep on so many levels. But, Adam, I understand. So, first Sharknado is genuine sci-fi. Let's make something off the wall. It's a sharks in a tornado. Sharknado 1, great. I love where your heart's at. 5 movies later, you just... quit piling this on. I understand what you're talking about. It's valid. It's definitely valid. Papa Steve, what are you looking up? You got the book of knowledge up here.
Well, no, when I was texting you last night when I was watching it, it was like a weird dream. It was like I fell asleep after watching Star Trek, Indiana Jones, Planet of the Apes, Monty Python. Yeah, I had the weird cream on the back of my neck.
With the big foot that came down?
Exactly.
It was a Monty Python exact ripoff.
And you know what? It was, and part of me was like, if you don't get it, it's because you don't know the joke.
Right. But as Adam said,
it was like a bunch of movie buffs
just
decided to just go. I got drunk. It was like the Netflix Explorers all got drunk and decided to make their own.
You know why? You know why it makes me so mad? It's because
do tell.
Bad sci-fi movies made by Sci-Fi Channel were a great niche.
Sure.
I love these movies. Dale love these movies. I knew other people that love these movies. Like,
right.
oh yeah, you see that bad? Did you see freaking Mega Python versus Gatoroid sci-fi? Like, you know,
yeah.
It was a funny little sect. It was a funny little niche that we all knew about. And then mainstream came in and took Sharknado and said, "Oh yeah, it's bad sci-fi." No, stop it.
Keep your hands off. Yeah.
Stop it. So you just ruined everything.
Adam,
like this was a great genre, and then you just come in here. Oh, do you like bad sci-fi? Oh, like Sharknado? No, not like f***ing Sharknado. Like real good bad sci-fi. Yeah.
Adam liked it before it was cool. Yeah. Basically, is what we're talking about. Rob,
I liked it before it sold out.
Right, exactly. He's like exactly. He's an old school fan. Rob,
yeah.
I mean, redeemable. Talk to me. I mean, it's us versus Adam. I think we gotta dance around Adam here.
Yeah.
But what did you think?
I mean, in a broad overall spectrum,
sure.
Sharknado 5, terrible.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Sharknado 1 and 2, yeah, I got you. You're still funny.
Low budget, yeah. Right.
The fact that we just watched the trailer and they're quoting like Ebert and saying like this is a waste of my fucking time.
right.
They do know that it's a waste of time.
Sure.
And they're just doing it for the sake of doing it.
Not what good sci-fi does.
Sharknado 1 and 2, back when it was still an original concept,
Right.
I was all into that.
Right.
There's some real good scenes.
You shouldn't capitalize on the fact you're a bad sci-fi. Stay in your niche.
Yeah.
Be a bad sci-fi by yourself.
At Sharknado 5, they were probably just sent an email to every single celebrity they had and said, do you want to be in Sharknado 5?
We'll give you
and Gilbert Gottfried was like, hell yeah.
That's the way it'll be.
Send me to Africa.
I'm Gilbert Gottfried.
And at that point...
It's a Sharknado.
No, it's a shark safari.
It's a shark safari. I'm Gilbert Gottfried.
But the fact that Adam's laughing at this proves that there is still something funny in Sharknado 5.
I think it's hilarious.
There was funny lines.
Funniest movie I've ever seen.
I'm not gonna lie. There was funny lines when he goes, back home we're trying to make America great again, but we want to make the world great again. Like that. There's some stuff that's objectively funny.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie about that. But when you're so insecure that you can't make a bad sci-fi without making me know that you're making a bad sci-fi, that's your problem. Just stop making movies.
Yeah.
You're an awful person, and you ruin a whole genre.
Make bad sci-fi great again. That's what I always say. Patrick, Sharknado.
That's great.
Patrick, what do you think of this one?
You do a killer, Gilbert Gottfried. I'm not going to lie.
I did not see that coming.
I've been looking for affirmation.
I was more laughing at Dale than the movie.
It's spot on. I'm not gonna lie.
Who talks like that?
Yeah, well, I do. I'm Gilbert Gottfried.
You should hear his voicemail message.
Patrick, what do you got, man? Talk to me.
I'm trying to redeem
polarized.
this.
Adam's got a great point here. Bad movies that are bad. Good movies that try to be bad. Like your sci-fi movies that they know you're 5 movies in. You're going to be bad. You understand that. But, I mean, is it worth a watch? Talk to me just on this one alone. Sharknado 5 alone.
Well, Sharknado 5 alone, yeah, I think it's worth a watch just because it has a couple of good lines in it. It's only, 93 minutes? So, I mean, it's not like you're burning your entire day watching it.
Right.
But when you look at Sharknado 1 and then you go to Sharknado 5, it's the same thing as going from Fast and Furious 1 to Fast and Furious 8. It's the same thing as Transformers 1 versus Transformers 15. It builds something and then it's got to top it.
That's true. It's only got to grow. Yeah.
I don't have the Adam Peller prowess,
common sense
of sci-fi B movies. But it's just something.
Hey, I consider him a B movie expert. So he's got
Tremors, like Tremors,
dude.
It's a great film.
Worms under the earth. Can't see them. They can hear you.
It's Kevin Bacon. He's the greatest.
Backup generator. Backup generator.
So
my favorite line.
That said, Patrick, yeah, okay, you understand that they can be bad, and they try to be good, but they're bad. But when they try to make it bad, and
they got to top themselves, and every time they top themselves, they push them farther away from what they were.
Right,
and eventually you're starting off robbing VCR TVs, and you're ending jumping sports cars over submarines. That's exactly what it is.
That is a fantastic. Nice work.
I'd say this movie's worth a watch. But
go ahead. Rewatch, recommend. Go ahead.
Rewatch, recommend. It's worth a watch, but you don't want to commit your entire life to
being a fan,
defining sci-fi B movies because of this. This is just a good turn your brain off and laugh kind of movie.
Okay, Adam, rewatch, recommend.
No,
yeah,
don't. You want to get into the realm of good bad sci-fi movies and not be a part of the travesty that is Sharknado. I got some great movies for you. Killer Leprechauns is one of them.
Yeah, great one.
Great one.
There was one that
Tank
was
432.
There was
Love
one.
It
was like
a movie.
Crocodile and Anaconda. Was it
Megapython versus like Gatoroid or whatever?
Oh man, that was such a great one.
where a python fights a radioactive gator and like they kill people. Like that is where this movie spawned from.
Right.
Was from that greatness.
But now
they just ruined it.
Sure,
they ruined everything.
Gotcha.
And because they think they're hot shit, they're not hot shit. Okay, just don't watch it. Don't even participate in it. Whenever someone brings up Sharknado, you just turn around and walk away. We need to boycott this out of existence.
Give me your Alex Jones. from that right there. Go ahead.
Okay. All right.
We'll cut it in.
So Sharknado, it's basically just psychic vampires coming in and just swarming up your mind in a giant shark tornado and taking it and using it for their own propaganda. Don't be part of that machine. Think for yourself. Be a real American, a true patriot. They just want to take your mind. Now, I got the documents right here.
All right, that said, Rob, rewatch, recommend, man. What do you think?
Rewatch, no. Recommend, no. I'd push people to Sharknado 1 and 2, back to the OG Sharknados.
Sure.
If you want to go even more OG into Mega Shark versus Croctopus.
Yeah.
Go for that.
Adam at 1890studios.com.
Yeah.
Email, he'll give you suggestions.
Yeah, a lot of suggestions.
Right.
Yep.
But Sharknado 5, I just found it too much of a stretch.
Took it too far.
Yeah.
Okay. Papa
It was
Steve,
a trip, man.
Rewatch, recommend.
No. Watch the trailer, I guess, if you want to, but I'm going to say no and no.
No dice. Okay.
How about you?
Tell you what, I don't think I'll rewatch it just because you don't really need to revisit it.
Yeah.
But recommend for sure. I'm going to go ahead and say it. It's just fun. It's fun to just shut your mind off and let people be ridiculous for you. You don't need psychedelic drugs or CBD oils to make you go crazy.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Agreed.
So here's what I'm trying to figure out.
Sure.
IMDb 4.2.
Yeah.
If someone's watching Sharknado 5, they've got to be into the series.
What have they been disappointed about?
And that's where the 4.2 really strikes
Good
me.
point.
Because you're not jumping in as a first-time watcher into Sharknado 5 and going, whoa, this is terrible.
Right.
You're a Sharknado fan.
Yes.
And then still going, whoa, this is terrible.
Exactly. No, that's a good point. Patrick, you got anything for that one?
No, because this goes back, way back, like origins back. Like we talk about people going into IMDb saying stuff like, well, this movie's bad, so I'm going to rate it bad. So I think there's a lot of Adams of the world out there seeing that this is on the 5th installment of the Sharknado series. And he's just going out there and he's rating it 1, logging in, rating it 1, and then moving on.
Right.
So
no, you're right, and we did.
That's what I think. That's what I think. It's so low for because
we did because you're right. Who are the people that are just tuning in for the 5th installment and now reviewing it? We've looked at the algorithms, and I think they are Sharknado fans. These people are the Adams going in, hey, what the heck? We want Sharknado 1, we want Sharknado 2 thoughts, 1 star, bringing it down. We want the original, not this overdrawn.
I don't even consider this a movie. I consider this a Tonight Show bit. Like, that's all it is.
Right.
So I wouldn't even vote because I don't even consider it a movie.
Well, we're going to have a lot of rants for the polls. 1890studios.com. Go ahead and search our polls up there. It is a year in movies, 2017.
This episode brought to you by Gilbert Gottfried.
I hate Sharknado so much.
I love Sharknado.
Woo. That said, gentlemen,
we didn't do a drink review for the whole.
I'm getting gassy.
We got to do the drink review. I'm sorry. I just wanted this one to end so I can watch Sharknado 6. Adam, drink review for Sharknado 5.
Yeah, so this is like something you love, and someone like a frat boy just comes around and just ruins it. So,
what is that drink for you?
Well, this is just like getting iced. This is just like someone smearing off icing.
You love Smirnoff Ice?
What is that?
It's just like someone's like, hey, I smeared off ice, you drink it. Like,
what does that mean? I don't even know what that is.
You don't know what that is?
They make you drink the drink?
Yeah, so like whenever you find a smearing off ice, you have to like chug the whole thing.
Oh.
Yeah. It's disgusting.
That sounds terrible. That does sound terrible.
It's a cruel prank. That's what this movie is.
It's really not.
It's a cruel prank.
It's just little bitchy men making movies and just like trying to, and it's like, I iced you. Oh, you gotta drink it.
Okay.
Like that's what same kind of people made this movie.
Gotcha.
Just the worst kind of agitators with no self-righteousness, with no strength of moral character, just leeches off of greatness.
The American spirit.
Yeah.
Thanks, Obama.
Patrick, bring us down Liquor Store Isle if you could, please.
So this is a Bud Light mixed tail hurricane. Like you don't have to put much effort into it. You just
I love hurricane.
You just crack the top off and go. So that's why I get
It's great.
So that's what you're at. Rob, bring us down Liquor Store Isle if you could.
Yeah. shit. I gave it a land shark lager.
Oh, okay.
But it's been thrown into the ocean.
Oh.
And
with the cap off.
Cap on.
Oh, cap on. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Cap off. It could have been better. Oh.
Okay, gotcha.
I gave it a
Can you edit that?
cap on land shark lager.
Well,
thrown into the ocean.
Got the shark in there. I like where you're at.
And I'm just... I'm at the beach, and I pull it out of the ocean, and it's like...
and you're going to drink it.
There's a note that just says, if you drink it, this series is done.
Yeah, you're right.
And I'm like, I don't want to drink it.
Right.
But I want this series to end.
Okay. I gotcha. Wow, I like the shark in there. Papa Steve, bring us on Lake Straw Isle.
So this is just something where I'm having like an old granddad, and I'm drinking it out of a glass, and all of a sudden
old granddad.
And all of a sudden it turns into a shoe, and then I'm not in a bar anymore. I'm on a spaceship, and then it turns and that's my mom, and then it's like a bad dream.
It's all wild.
It's just crazy.
I got written down here. This is an old Miller High Life.
Huh.
You're going to hand somebody a Miller High Life. Well, what are you going to get? Well, maybe Adam doesn't like Miller High Life. Maybe Patrick loves Miller High Life. Either way, it's all bubbly. It's bubbly. It's like, is it a great beer? Well, no. Is it trying to be a great beer? Well, yeah, they're promoting it as a great beer.
It's a champagne of beer.
It's a champagne of beer. Hey, guys, it's a great beer. Well, maybe it's not the best. I really like Two Hearted, as Rob's drinking here, a Two Hearted Ale, one of my favorites. So, maybe the champagne of beers isn't what you wanted to have. But anyway, Sharknado is a Miller High Life. That's what I got. Can I finally play the music?
Play the music.
Let's do it. That's Indiana Jones saying, "Get off the fence." Dad, Off the Fence movie of the week.
Oh, it's definitely
National Treasure.
Thank you.
National Treasure for you.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Rob, Off the Fence movie of the week.
National Treasure.
Okay.
I'm almost going to have to give it to Shark Treasure.
Oh.
No, National Treasure. Definitely.
You're sitting right next to Adam, for God's sakes.
Yep, National Treasure. Worst docket ever.
Worst docket ever. I got to agree with everybody here. It's National Treasure. Great film.
That being said, I mean, Papa Steve, you pro or anti Nick Cage?
I'm pro Nick Cage.
Pro?
Yeah.
Pro?
Yeah.
All right, everybody's pro Nick Cage here. No points will be deducted from the poll.
Sure.
Continue.
Well, that's something we got to bring up, Patrick, is 1890studios.com. We said earlier, we said in another podcast, get over to the website, 1890studios.com. We got a poll up there. We got a handful of questions. Best guest, best drink, best Adam rant.
Vote early, vote often.
Exactly. Get up there, and at the end of our 1 year, which is coming up in a week or two, we will read the results, and we will answer all your questions. So on the poll, there's like a little questionnaire. We'll read those off. If you got a question for us, we'll read it for you. But that's about it. We're over on iTunes, if you could. We're the Netflix Explorers. Subscribe. Leave a rating. It takes 2 seconds. And honestly, just give us 5 stars and then leave us a rating. It helps us get seen. We're really skyrocketing in the film and movies part of iTunes, and I'd love to see us towards the top. We'd appreciate that. So get on iTunes. We're on Twitter. We're at TheNetX. Just search us up. We're up there. We're on Facebook. Become our friend. All of our updates and our shows come up on Facebook, and you'll see them pop up. So we'd appreciate that. I got to say thanks to Pop Steve. Stop on the podcast.
Love being here. Thank you very much, and I'll feed the same.
This is your last thing you got to say before people vote on you at 1890studios.com for the best host or guest host of the year.
I got a good face for radio.
Okay.
I'm tall, dark, and handsome in my mind.
Okay.
And I would really appreciate a vote, and I would give you money.
Okay. Rob, thanks so much for being on the podcast, man. Again, this is your chance to solidify your, vote for the 1890 Studios end of year voting. What do you got?
I'll just say I have transcended space and time. I have transcended into the lexicon of a verb.
Sure, that's true.
I got to give you that.
I have brought boats to the main stage.
Indeed.
I have yet to be a docket master. That's 2018 goals. And I will only be a docket master if I win. Vote hard, vote often, don't vote scared, vote Rob.
Patrick, thanks.
Would that be Maba?
Thanks.
No, Mara. Make America rob again.
Patrick, thanks for being on the podcast,
I got
man.
nothing.
Great notes, as always, my friend.
Just here to help, Dave.
Adam, sitting across from me, as always, brother. It's great to podcast with you.
Yeah, you too, man. Docket aside, great. Always hanging out with you.
It was a great docket.
It was a shit
Lots
docket.
of content.
Hey, guys.
Gotta love it.
I can't believe you call a good docket when you put Sharknado on there.
It was a great docket.
Clearly,
It was a
you
great
are
docket.
missing a lot of things.
No, we'll see next week when you give us Sharknado 6, the crappiest movie horn dog ever, and Glasses, the TV show.
Well, that said, guys, we got to wrap it up. And as always, at the Netflix Explorers, we want to thank you for listening and say adios.
Auf Wiedersehen.
I was in Lion King. Do you remember me?
Who were you in Lion King?
I'm Gilbert Gottfried.
Not Lion King.
Were you an elephant?
That was Aladdin.
Aladdin. I was in a Disney. I'm still getting checks from Disney. I'm Gilbert Gottfried saying adios, mofos.
That's how you make a podcast.
Shwilla-da, shwilla-da, shwilla-da.